Welcome to the Iron Fork of Friday, folks. It is so wonderful to have you all here. So wonderful. Oh, it has been an exciting day today. We've gotten to see a lot of new material from the Guns of Icarus folks. Of course, I'm here with Rob behind the camera, pushing all the buttons, or at least automating all the buttons to push themselves.
Hello.
And with Fourth Oracle.
I'm so excited for co-op, dude.
So what did you... We just previewed co-op over on the Guns of Icarus channel. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I'm telling Jacob to go. You just got to see, especially the Bonefish, the mini boss for co-op.
That thing was crazy hard.
Yeah, it was. We got to see its armor rip apart as you shot parts of the ship off.
That's so cool.
You can shoot the balloon, but it's difficult without shooting the armor plates off first.
No, really?
It is.
Oh, what about using incendiary rounds in the carronade?
I don't know. We haven't tried it yet. At least I haven't tried it yet. Point being, though, you can either try to hit the balloon first on a Bonefish. It's this massive, kind of twice the size of a goldfish-esque ship with lots of guns. And it's got these armor plating ribs all along the sides of the balloon. You can either try to shoot through them, through the ribbing, or you can shoot the ribbing off.
Mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful.
Lumberjack would be good, though.
Yeah.
Because the burst would probably still hit the balloon, even if you hit the ribs. So I'm thinking Lumberfish. Yeah. Sorry, I'm already strategizing and thinking about what I want to do. I'm so pumped for it, man. Like, I'm pumped for it when I'm already thinking about strategies.
Yeah. And it's really hard.
I'm gonna stream the crap out of it.
When you have those hunters on you, picking you apart with mercs and light flax.
Yeah, those things looked annoying when they came in like large numbers. I saw the Metamidian was able to deal with them okay, but it just couldn't do a darn thing against the fighters. Not because the Gatling's bad against them, but because couldn't get arc.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna be honest too, because I got to do the camera work today on that. It was so much fun to see.
Oh yeah, I love the planes
in the candy store.
The sound design for it is great too. For the planes, it sounds so good, and I love the new.
You could hear it. You could hear it a couple of times on stream. That I didn't have the volume turned up too high because I didn't want to overpower Kivias and Jacob talking, but it was. It was so much fun to see. The last couple days of finally getting to see co-op in action, functional in game. It's been a ride, and there's gonna be more tonight and tomorrow. I'm really excited.
Oh man, really?
It goes all through the weekend. They have packs. What we're doing is they're bringing some of the CAs in to help with gameplay while they're doing press appointments at PAX.
Gotcha.
So they need other people to fill out the other slots while the press and the individuals that are coming in to see the game at PAX play the other slots.
Death Rider is saying shotgun and rapid fire weapons will be king. I don't know about that because you got like the first step of getting a carronade to actually hit something is you got to close distance, and it's a pretty big map and the lanes are pretty far away from one another. So
yeah.
Like the only way to remedy that is staying next to the tower, but then the tower is going to take damage.
One thing I really want to try is a long range support Mobula with Merc and Artemis just all over it, like no close range weapons whatsoever. It'd be really effective if you sit back and focus your firepower exactly where it needs to be just by turning a little bit.
I think having like a flamethrower on the front would still be good. I think flamethrowers are going to be really good for that game mode.
One thing I haven't tried yet is flamethrowers versus the planes. Like I know Kivias said load Lesmok into the flamethrower and you can just shoot down. You can just swat down swarms of planes. Swarms of them. Oh,
that makes
hey,
a lot of sense.
Trying to get things on track here, folks. It's been a very exciting day. We do have our voting system up as teams finish filling out here. Just one or two more spots are left. You guys can vote in our chat room at twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show with which team you think is going to win this time around. All you have to do is type !team vote space red or !team vote space blue to put in your vote. And you'll see on screen there with the little Steam gauge going back and forth with who you all think is going to win. Forgot to
I love that little animation.
Yeah, I forgot to pull out my instant replay window. Oh, what's wrong with me? I ask you this.
See, one of the things I actually really like about the Guns of Icarus universe is that it's not just steampunk, it's diesel punk. And so you can have those fighters. It's kind of, it's somewhere in between steampunk and diesel punk.
Uh-huh.
And it's really cool that you can get that kind of thing going. And it's a cool combination, and it's a really unique aesthetic because it's somewhere in between the sort of Victorian elegance of steampunk and the brutality of diesel punk. And I like it a lot.
It's so much fun. Again, great time to be a part of the community and a great time to be in this game. Great time. You know why? Oracle, you know why?
Why?
Look what map we're starting. We so excited.
We so excited.
It's Desert Scrap.
Yeah.
We get started with our favorite map today.
Shai-Hulud shall feast.
Oh,
I know it's the Sarlacc. I don't care. We're retroactively naming it.
Oh my goodness. It looks like I've seen a couple people vote red, but most people have voted blue on this side of things.
Well, you do have I think it's because you have like Fred the Fifth and Dementio on the same team, but then again, you have Fred on a Spire.
Why is he flying a Spire?
Don't know. Spires are really good for 3v3 though, but I'm not so sure it's great for Desert Scrap. That's my concern. Now, actually, if I'm kind of looking at it, the fact that you have two Galleons on the red team kind of makes me think about, hey, red, maybe.
I honestly, knowing Lord Fudge, I don't trust him to pilot.
No. Ouch.
Apparently, you can't capitalize in your selection. Radbot is very specific about this. Zaldanir, you there you go. It was like, Radbot was like, no.
I knew there was something I forgot to fix.
Rob, you're so noob. You're so bad at this, man.
Learn to lower case.
Features, they mean nothing.
We have a news update from the R&D department. We are in fact firing Rob and hiring on a miniature dachshund in his place for coding.
Also named Rob, who's also a human.
No. What?
What?
I got nothing.
What?
Oh, it's been a weird day. It's been a long day already for some of us.
Yeah, you guys have really been going.
What do we got? 4-3. 57% of the audience of you guys sided with the blue team. You think the Blues are going to not run away with it, but are going to grab it on this one. I do believe, Oracle, you're right. Dementio and Fred the Fifth on the same team, both piloting. That is a pretty fearsome combination.
It certainly convinced people. We're getting underway. Desert Scrap, wide open. None of it matters because all that matters is that single little point in the center, that cramped space inside of the Leviathan. You drop down into that geometry, it's very likely you're going to get eaten up by it. And so having your balloon popped often is a death sentence.
It can be extremely dangerous. Starting off here as fast as we can with the loadouts. Things are going to get messy quick. The Alexandria, piloted by Halifarin. Oh, crap. Rob isn't dead. Rob still... Okay. Halifarin piloting the Alexandria. It's a galleon. On the right-hand side, Hwacha, Carronade. Left side, Hwacha, Carronade, Mortar, and Flamer. We also have the Beep Beep Boop Bap. Beep Beep. Piloted by Melon McCravernathy, Carronade, and Artemis on the front. That's a carrot with a Carronade and Flare on the side. We also have the Fluppy Flup Munshup, a galleon piloted by Lord Fudge, Carronade Hwacha, and Carronade Hwacha with a light flak and a mine launcher. Go to Oracle.
For the red team, or blue team, excuse me, we have the Deicide, a galleon being piloted by Dementio. Port side, Gatling with a heavy flak and Hwacha. Starboard side, double Carronade for extra getting rid of your face action. Harpoon on the back, and it's actually landed, dragging the Beep Beep Boop Bap. And we have the HMS Friendship, a Pyramidion being piloted by Patata. Patata.
I've never seen the Nogs clan before, but we'll see how they do.
Hades and Echidna forward with a mortar and Gatling on the port side. And we have the I Spy Aspire. Aspire being piloted by Fred V. Hades flak forward with Echidna, or not Echidna, wow. Gatlings on the side for Little Whiskers.
You're awake, right? There is a massive brawl going on the point right now. We have 4 different ships all just piling on top of it with a massive cloud moving through at the moment. We're going to actually get some damage in from that. The Friendship is taking some shots there, but I don't believe they're in any kind of major danger just yet. The Deicide, however, is at risk of getting crunched between the Beep Beep Boop Bap and the Alexandria.
Sunoke was shoving the Alexandria, sort of just nudging it forward. Now, the Friendship has managed to put itself in kind of a nasty situation. I believe its main engine is down. No, it's burning, though. It's going to have trouble actually getting into the range that it wants to. Its balloons popped. It has a Hades Echidna. Its engines, at least, were burning. They're quite damaged. Balloons down. Armor's not looking great. And the Deicide and Alexandria are currently trading fire, but the Deicide is getting the worst of it. They've lost their balloon as well. Right now, red team looking to dominate the point first.
They're looking pretty solid. Alexandria and BP Boop Bap, with the Friendship disabled, or was disabled, Deicide losing their armor, balloons going down. They're going to start taking some hull damage here as they get pinched. They've also loaded Moonshine in the engines for some reason. Not sure exactly why Dementio decided to do that, but this armor grind is really hurting them. Armor's down, hull is gone.
Drowning their sorrows in moonshine. HMS Friendship managing to get its Gatling and mortar going on the Alexandria. Not doing a whole lot, though. It's tough to control the distance of that Gat mortar on the port side. And it's going to be left all alone. Beep, beep, boop, bap, rising up, threatening to take the point.
I feel like red team is going to have a pretty solid grip on this. I don't... the I Spy, Aspire, and Deicide just aren't moving in fast enough to assist the ally, the Friendship.
Whereas at all.
I don't know what they're doing exactly.
I Spy is just kind of turning around in circles right now, having a good time, trying to make his entire crew sick. In the meantime, HMS Friendship goes down. Red team.
They're going to get the point. No huge contest. Although Deicide, they have chosen to steam in as fast as they could. They're actually going to get a point block here as they all ram on the boop, beep, boop, bop.
Whoa! Galleon ram. Are they going to get a follow-up and crush them? Yes, they are. Deicide gets the kill and the block, and it's going to be able to buy time for the Fluffy Flop Munshup.
Flippy flip shoop. What's going on with the ship names today?
Deicide eating some fire, half health. VSX Alexandria, that Carronade and Hwacha side is doing a lot for it. Halifaron is a regular here, and Halifaron does a couple of things differently on that galleon. You have the mortar up top, which is uncommon. but it works because in 3v3, then you also have the double brawling side, which is impressively good on Desert Scrap.
Oh, but oh my God.
Ooh.
Aspire.
If that flak had just been buffed, that would have been a kill, because that was Locknagar. May not need it.
Anyhow. Woo.
Deicide coming in for the assist, and blue team's not going to give it up.
No, here's the strange part. Red teams try and hold on to the territory they were able to capture, the progress that we're able to make, but no one's actually capped the point yet.
No, it looks like this is going to be a longer game than usual. Armor down on the beat. Oh God.
They rammed themselves quite literally to death. They got a ram on the Spire, but it took out most of their armor, and then the Friendship finished them off.
I think that was actually the Locknagar flak.
Really?
That's how their hull went down so quickly. Yeah, I looked. They had to repair their flak. That was almost certainly Locknagar. Gatling going down on the flippy flop Munship.
Flippy flip Munship.
Are they gonna ram? Are they gonna bump? Yes, they are. A little bit too close to that rib there.
Ouch.
And they're gonna pay for it. Yeah, look at that. Put them in easy arcs with the Ispire. They get the Carronade going. Do they actually disable anything of note? Not quite. Ispire going to be okay for now, except for the Hwacha. The balloon's fine. They're gonna bump a little bit, but I think they're gonna be okay. That Galleon is dropping. It's lost its balloon. It's bouncing. I think this is all she wrote for the Galleon.
Yeah. Alexandria did made a valiant effort with this, but there's nothing they can do.
Deicide firing on the Alexandria. Friendship threatening to come at it. Beep, beep, bop, bop, bop. Getting that ram on the Spire that was inevitable, really. I mean, that's what happens when you take a Spire on Desert Scrap.
And you sit up against one of the walls.
No kidding.
It's not going to work out.
No, they ate it. The Spire's going to have to come back in, but it's going to take a while. And the blue team has captured the point. They captured it a little while ago. The red team is desperately going to be trying to take it back, but I'm not sure they're going to be afforded it. The Friendship moving in on the beep. I'm pretty sure that the Deicide can tank the Alexandria. The Alexandria doesn't have anything for armor break. It has the Carronade, it has the Hwacha, but the Deicide is going to be able to tank and wait for the Friendship to deal with the beep.
I think the red team is actually they're able to DPS.
Oh my!
Wow. What got the kill? That was the beep beep. Beep beep got the kill. I think it was a Carronade that grabbed it. That was. I didn't think they could do that, but not only were they trying to DPS it down, they were also working to try and push it off the point, like physically push it off the point. Red team could get the cap here unless Friendship gets under that control. It is. Aspire, and Friendship are both engaging the red team as a whole. Friendship facing off against the Alexandria. I know it's going to work out well for them. Spire is losing hull very quickly. They're gone.
That's kind of about what you expect with a Spire. I mean, I don't think the Spire was a great choice. I think the Spire is fine in 3v3, but not on Desert Scrap.
When you're when you're doing a deathmatch 3v3, it works great, but capture point when you have to sit on a specific point. Oh dear God. Whoa!
Double ram, Deicide, not gonna wait for anything. God, Galleon rams are the most redonkulous thing.
They took care of that Pyramidion very quickly.
Ooh, balloon going down on the Friendship. But Hwacha goes out as well. This armor is dropping really quickly in this match. How many kills are we at right now?
I'm not entirely sure. It seems like ships have been cycled in over and over again already. We've certainly had a lot of kills, enough to where I can't keep up with them.
Now, this being said, it's gone in the favor of the blue team for one reason or another. I don't think that's going to hold out, though. The red team just kind of has, I feel like they have the better team or they have the better ship composition, I should say, for Desert Scrap. They have the two galleons. One of them is nothing but brawl. The other one has, I don't know. I'd say I don't like the flippy flip Munship's build that much. Not quite as much as the Alexandria. But it can tank. It can stay on the point pretty darn hard.
We've seen that taking ships that can tank just in general and can tank better, that usually works out really well for a team. on Desert Scrap. The longer you can sit on the point and out attrition someone, the better you're going to do. Meanwhile, you have the Spire on the blue side of things. And while its aggression has been fantastic, it is also to a certain extent a weak point in the team. The Spire simply does not have the life to out attrition a Galleon.
Now, here's the thing, though. Blue team right now is in a decent position. They lost one of their ships, but right now, the Deicide is in on the point. It's blocking it, and the I Spy is able to just hang out on the outside and rain shots in. This is exactly what blue team wants, but red team is still outdoing them to a certain extent, except there goes the beat. It's going down.
That was a flat kill. That was a good shot, too.
Now, the Fluppy Flup and the... God, these names. The Fluppy Flup and the Alexandria... They're going to try to hold on to the point, but Spires are so good at actually killing ships quickly that I'm not sure these Galleons can hold out.
I feel like they're going to be able to hold out well enough, at least until allied support comes in the form of the beep beep bop boop bop beep beep bop bop. Spy is already losing armor. Hull is hurting something fierce. And it looks like, they're going to try to race inward, but they're just going to ram into the wall here if they keep going forwards. Oof. That's not the best situation they want to be in, specifically because they are going to have a tough time bringing their guns to bear. Beep beep boop bap coming in for a ram here. Gonna get it.
Oh,
great job. Amazing hit there. That's exactly what they needed. And
Watcher
then right into Arc the Watcha.
Oof. Now that Spire is not in a good position. Beep looking to finish it off. Artemis going to come out, going to continually disable it. And if that balloon stays down, the Spire is going to go down. Dropping down to the ground in a Spire is one of the worst.
No, we have a problem. The Deicide has been stuck, up until this moment, has been stuck in geometry down below the Fluppy Flup. It's just coming back up now, but it wasn't able to assist its allies there for a little bit. I thought it was still firing on the ships. Turned out it wasn't.
No, it was just tanking. Now, the Huacha comes out. Fluppy Flup is very disabled. It lost its engines. The Friendship, low, can't really assist much. Watcher goes wide on the Deicide. Deicide able to get out of that decently well, but it's gonna bump. It's gonna lose its armor. The I Spy is trying to keep these red ships off the Deicide and give it a chance to come back, but the Beep is using the Deicide as cover so it can destroy it. That's kind of depressing.
It's frightening. Melon McCrabbernathy, one of Cake's best pilots, at least within the clan, just having a field day with the Deicide.
Oof, look at that.
No contest.
Beautiful. That was absolutely gorgeous. The carrot is very strong in this game mode. I think we've seen it before.
I really do. I like the carrot against Galleons, personally.
It's very good. I mean,
I really do like
both weapons counter very hard. Alexandria getting a chance to use those mortars. We see it every time on Desert Scrap when we have Halia on here. Those mortars do work.
Yeah, for some reason, Halia has been one of the few individuals that can make a side mortar on a Galleon function.
It's because armor's... Well, you've seen how quickly armor goes down in Desert Scrap. Like, in this particular game, there's just less focus on the armor, and ships are dying because of it. And the mortar... in that circumstance is very strong. I mean, the more armor goes down, the more other ships that can bring armor down, the better the mortar is going to do. It doesn't. You can rely on your allies a little bit more in 3v3 rather than 2v2.
Yeah. Yep. We are looking at a red
coming in.
Of the point. Spire isn't going to last long. They're simply not. They're trying to tank.
Oh, there it goes. Nope. It's going to shower its guts all over the Beep Beep.
Deicide tried to get a ram on the Alexandria, and it worked to a tiny extent. Alexandria was able to throw up impact bumpers before the ram happened, and all Deicide did was kill their own balloon. They're still floating down into the Sarlacc pit. Sarlacc pit's gonna be like,
yeah. And Melon McCrabbernathy is going
right back on top again.
Yeah, it's shoving the Deicide down the gullet of the Sarlacc.
Not good. Alexandria's going to turn and try to deal with the Friendship as it comes in. Guns disabled on that Pyramidion already. That was fast.
They're not going to give him a chance. The Alexandria is ready for this Pyramidion. The Pyramidion rams the Alexandria. It's not going to matter that much. It's coming in. Watcher goes out, though. Karenate going to pop the balloon. Oh, if the HMS Friendship gets stuck in that little corner, that is going to be so bad. But they do have their main engine up. It is buffed. It's damaged, but it's buffed. And it should be able to make a little bit of distance. Hades is in the right distance. The arming time, they're not too close to the arming time. And ooh, the I Spy able to take advantage of that Hades armor damage with a buffed flak shot. Buffed Loch Nagar flak shot. Had to be.
That was, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm barely able to follow the action at this point. Again, there's so much going on here right now. The Spire has moved in, double Gatlings, eating armor alive on the fucking top. Wow. That was a Gat kill.
That was a severe misplay. The armor went down right as they bumped.
Look at that bump there. Boop and boop.
Beep boop bap, getting booped in the face. Blue team able to utilize the superior firepower. See if they can just run defense for that Spire, keep that Spire at a slightly longer distance and allow the Friendship and the Deicide to tank. Blue team's going to be able to take this. Now they have very strong control of the point. However, holding it is going to be a very different matter.
Alexandria coming back in does get the block.
Just
get
barely.
The point block. That's crazy. There's barely a sliver left on it. Alexandria, though, they're going to tank through this. Impact bumpers are already up. Engines are on fire, but
here's the flak.
Oh my God.
Buff, that's Loch Nagar flak for you, and Mortar going to finish him up. Friendship able to utilize that side mortar. Yeah, that's a side mortar.
I thought they'd last a little longer than that. My goodness. Spire is starting to take some heat for the beep beep boop bap.
Yeah, it's coming in. It's going to try for the ram. It's going to get it. What can the Spire really do? This is exactly what happened last time. I'm getting deja vu. Now, if the Spire bumps into the wall, it's going to go down.
It's locked
there
in.
it is.
It's gone.
Beep gets the kill. Watcher goes out from the Deicide, but that Watcher, a lot of it went wide. Didn't do nearly what it needed to. And so this Pyrrha has solidified its position on the point. That being said, the Alexandria is still going to take a while to come in. Beep, boop, bap, bap. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. The Artemis is going to damage those medium guns, going to bide a little bit more time for the Alexandria and the Fluffy Flup to come in. Now, the Fluffy Flup is trying to get its guns in arc, but the GSI gets the kill. I thought it was going to be able to hold on better than that, but if you stay on the broadside of a galleon that long, you're going to go down.
The Alexandria trying to get a bump on the Deicide actually does take out most of their balloon. That was a half decent shot there. Watcher shots going out on the Deicide. All guns are disabled on that galleon. Alexandria doing a great job of hitting that galleon when they needed to. Along with the Fluffy Flup Mun ship, they're trying to distract them with firepower. Was that a harpoon? That's a harpoon on galleons. Wow.
Yep.
Galleon to galleon harpoon just happened. Red letter day right here.
I love that. I love the harpoon. Wish the harpoon was a little bit better. Fluffy Flap taking fire. It's going to go down. And the blue team going to hold on to this point for even longer. This engagement is just a complete debacle. And this is exactly what blue team wants. I mean, ships are dying, but they're coming back in to join the fight fast enough. Except the beep is not going to allow the I Spy Aspire to stay alive very long.
This has been really impressive. The beep beep boop bap has been able to essentially lock out that Spire from doing anything for the last 4 or 5 minutes or so. It got that ram kill up against the wreckage about 5 minutes ago. Took all that time for the Spire to get back in here. Then beep beep boop bap just comes in, finishes them off so fast.
That's been the main job of this Pyramidion. Now, it will get the ram on the Friendship. Wow, those rams are really good. Watcher going to go into its ally. They're going to body block. But the Friendship, oh, it does go down.
Butt ram. Butt ram.
They got rammed. Yeah,
they coming in. He is going to ram the wall.
He wasn't looking for a ram. He was just looking to try and block the point. However, he will lose his balloon for it. He's got to buy time for his allies to come in, but the Spy Aspire is only firing on the Fluffy Flup right now. And the other one just spawned in. The Friendship only just now spawned in.
It's going to take a little bit for the Friendship to get back in here, too.
Yeah, and we've seen how quickly this Pyramidion, the Beep, can destroy ships. Mellow McCrabernathi has done an incredible job this game. Oh, Goomba Stomp down into the geometry.
They're in a lot of trouble. They're gone. They're gone.
Ooh.
I Spy Aspire, when they've been able to get their firepower going, they've shown they have excellent firepower. Their problem has been surviving to actually shoot in the first place. Watch a shot's going out for that Spire. They just got disabled.
When a Spire gets disabled, it's one of the worst things that could possibly happen to the Spire. For the enemies, it's great. For the Spire itself, it's not so great. They're going to have to bring the balloon up. Balloon's up. Armor's up. They're desperately trying to get things going again. Gatling going down on the Beep, and they're trying to get the flak in arc for when the armor goes down. Deicide looking for the ram. If the armor goes down on that Pyramidion, the flak is ready. Watcher comes out, though. The Alexandria will make its presence known and disable a lot of those guns, and the Beep going to manage to bring the balloon down on this poor Spire.
Spire's done. Spire is absolutely done. They're gone again. I like the firepower and the decimation that Fred Spire can bring to this game, but the fact that it has such low survivability in a place where brawling is an absolute must is automatically putting it at a disadvantage.
I feel like the Spire's situational pick. Armor down on the Alexandria. They're eating a little bit.
Don't let the Glowwater Thralls hear you say that.
Well, they're the only team that's actually managed to make it work for most teams. For most players, the Spire is a very situational pick. Now the Deicide is just getting toyed with by the red team. Friendship backing up, trying to get a good distance on the Alexandria, but it didn't back up enough, and now it's moving back in. This Hades is not going to be in arming time for a long time.
This Dust Cloud moving in is going to make life worse for the blue team right now. Deicide has no options available to it at the moment. Alexander is toying with his food in this situation. Friendship's armor goes down as well. Balloon is gone. Oof. Ouch.
And the red
Deicide,
team the point.
Red team does get the point cap, so they swing it back in their direction. Deicide is still way deep in the Sarlacc pit, trying to rise up and get into this fight once again.
Ooh, watch it goes out on the I Spy. This Spire's done. Wow, Echidna almost finishing him off. That Echidna
butt ram, watch the butt ram. Ooh.
Armor goes up just in time. Nope, never mind. Don't matter none. There it goes. That Echidna finally saw action.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
We haven't seen it do much this game.
Not really. Again, for this kind of situation, I much prefer the Alexandria setup. It is built to brawl in every way. It's built to survive. It is designed to just control that very specific area of the point. And we can see it doing that right now with the Deicide. Deicide has no options to it whatsoever as long as the Alexandria is sitting right up there. Although they get some good balloon pops going on, I believe. No, that was all Deicide. Deicide was the only one doing that.
The poor Deicide has just been stuck in like this little corner so many times. Like down in the Sarlacc pit. Oh, that's a reference that I don't get. I'm sorry. Now, this Dust Storm actually is to the Deicide's benefit because it's going to damage everyone else's components, but it doesn't damage the balloon, which means, and the Deicide doesn't need engines to rise up on out of this. He's actually going to burn hydrogen and try to get his guns into arc. The blue team wants to engage this right now. They've got a sudden engagement, but the Beep is moving down the I Spy. They get the uppercut, but it doesn't do a whole lot. The Beep is still going to have easy arcs on the I Spy. Watcher goes out. They want to take out this Spire before they concentrate on the other ships, and I think that's a wise decision.
That's reasonable. The Spire has that mid to long range firepower available to it. As soon as it's out of the picture, again, it's out of the picture for a couple minutes, and it means the red team can take their time and take apart the Deicide and the Friendship while they're tanking the damage output. It's very easy to deal with for them in this situation. The red team can out tank the blue team in this situation. If they continue to go that direction, I think they're going to get a win in this situation.
Yeah, we're only a little bit over halfway to victory for either side, though. But the red team doing a very good job. The HMS Friendship is not doing a very good job of getting that Hades and Echidna into the arming time. They're getting too close, and the Fluffy Fluff is able to just tank it all day. Like, he doesn't even have to fire back. The HMS Friendship is willing to stay this close. However, the Deicide is going to fire. Watch out.
That
on the
Hwacha did
Fluffy
nothing. That Hwacha did nothing.
It was landing, but it didn't actually disable anything. It lit the armor on fire, and the armor is going to go down on the Fluffy Flup. But I think that
Flack!
the Deicide, ooh, and they actually do it. No, they can't.
No.
Armor going to come up on the Fluffy Flup. Hwacha, Deicide going to watch
Hwacha loads into the Friendship.
Oopsie daisy. Was that Alien? No, that was apparently Mill the Windmill. What a troll.
Alexandria's doing a great job here. Well, Alexandria and Fluffy Flup to a certain extent doing a great job of controlling this point. Friendship armor is not looking good. Watch a shot's going out. As soon as that armor goes down, you know a mortar's going to come out and say hello.
Yep, that's what the Alexandria has that mortar for. Watcher going out on Fluffy Flup. I Spy and Fluffy Flup trading fire, but the Deicide will not allow it to survive any longer. Now it's just the Alexandria on the point right now. Buying time as the
Alexandria's
I Spy
not
comes
actually
in.
on the point.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
The Deicide and the I Spy are beginning to flip it. Are they going to neutralize it? The Alexandria
Yes.
can't get on it. Nope, the beep boop taking its time getting in here. It loses its engines. Its turning engines. Its main engine is still up though. And it's trying to get on the I Spy. The Alexandria may just be a casualty of war. You may have to just let that happen.
Beep Beep Boop Bap has come up right alongside the I Spy. I am shocked that that Spire is not dead.
Yeah, I know. It's because their turning engines were down and they haven't actually brought them back up. I think they were burning kerosene in and then they went into the dust storm and they weren't able to take care of that damage.
That's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Did I see a mine going out there? Does Deicide have a mine launcher?
No.
No,
I did
I
not.
thought I
I don't
saw a
remember
mine
seeing a
going
mine
up.
launcher. It's a harpoon on the back.
Gotcha. Blue team has halfway capped the point once again. It's 440 to 320 right now. The win mark is 550.
Oh no. No, it's 600.
Oh yeah, it's 600. I keep forgetting that, and I don't know why.
Armor down on the Fluffy Flup. Is the I Spy going to
Where's
be able
that
to finish
flag?
it off? It might have been repaired. Like they might have been repairing it. That's the most likely eventuality, I think. They're bringing it back up though. They want that flak up from the armor on the Fluffy Flup goes down. The Echidna going out. But the Friendship gets rammed by the Alexandria. They're
That's
going to drop
crazy.
him right into the Sarlacc pit. It didn't actually kill them, but if they tap, they're dead. Their armor's not up. They are not going to tap. The armor
I'm
comes up.
watching it so close right now.
That was so close.
Wow.
Now the I Spy going to eat a lot of fire. The Alexandria has done an amazing job. There it goes. I Spy is down. Fluffy Flup, though, has paid for it. He's stuck right now in the geometry. He's got to rise up, but the Friendship, the Alexandria are not, or the Friendship doesn't want to allow that. It's turning, though. I think it does have a, no, that's starboard. That's starboard. It doesn't have any guns on the Fluffy Flup, and it's going to be able to rise up out of the geometry.
That's a big risk. That's a big risk for the Friendship, not trying to keep guns on the Fluffy Flup, because Fluffy Flup is going to rise up here,
Ooh.
almost instantly giving them arcs on the Friendship. We're going to see Carinate and Hwacha shots going out on that Parmidian here. There is the flak. Where is the Carinate? We need to see the Carinate from the Fluffy Flup right
Ooh.
now.
Watcher goes out into the engine column of the Friendship. The Alexandria is going to get an easy pin, unless it bumps.
Unless
Not quite. It's
easy
getting
unless
stuck.
It's hard.
It's getting stuck. Oh, they go down anyway. Red
They're gone.
team able to take the point back before blue team stops it. Now,
I don't think the Spire is going to be able to get in soon enough to stop it either. I do not see it happen.
well, I don't know. What are they burning? They have kerosene. They're burning kerosene, but not quite. It was close. It was very close. They contested right after it got captured. But now, not only did he miss the block, he's going to go down quick. And this may be it. I think that the red team have this.
I think
it's
the
gonna
red
take
team
too
has
long.
the red team has the tank ability to just sit on the point to 600.
I agree.
They can just stay there. They're fine. They don't have to get kills. They just need to stay alive. And the Galleon.
Oh, black from the Deicide. Good
Well,
golly,
it's going to be up to the Galleons. As I was trying to say, though, the Galleon is arguably one of the best tanking ships in the game.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think the Galleon is one of the only ships that you have a decent possibility of getting off of the ground with if you are stuck on the ground or your balloon's popped. That you can tank for days grinding along the ground. It's
especially
impressive.
if you have impact bumpers up.
Yeah, no kidding. A lot of people are taking impact bumpers on their Galleons recently. I mean, here, what do we have? The Fluffy Flop, Lord Fudge took it. Haliaferon took it. Even though he's getting rammed, gonna buy himself a little bit of time. Burning Phoenix Claw, trying to get the guns into arc, but the problem is the deicide is too high. They're going to be using impact bumpers to try and buy themselves time. The deicide able to fire on the Fluffy Fluff as well. The deicide is doing work.
Yeah, the deicide's doing a great job, but now that the Alexandria's righted itself, they're going to be in a bit of trouble. Deicide is going to have both those. There's the watches. Deicide has lost pretty much everything. Their armor is gone. Their hull was eating it so fast.
2v1 still too much. 50 seconds until the red team picks up victory. Our expectations, they look like they were the chat was wrong. Looks like the voting was wrong.
Chat might have been wrong in this situation, although the game is not over just yet. They are calling, teams are calling GG. We will be passing the point of no return here in about 10 seconds.
No, there's no way. This is it. Red team picks up the victory. 25 seconds to it. Well played. They did very well.
That was close.
The Rams.
That was a 45-minute desert scrap.
And I'm gonna not quite. We started a little bit late.
Oh yeah, we did. We did start a little late.
So I'm gonna call MVP on Mela McCrabbernathy this game.
He as the pilot of the Beep People Bap, he really showed us how ramming needs to happen in this game. Ooh, that was very close. That was very close though. Scores once again. 600 for the red team, 320 for the blue team. It looks like the Friendship also lost its captain towards the end there.
Oh no.
Certainly not what they needed.
Oh, Q Foxp jumped in though.
Yes, Fox, aka Q Fox P, stepping in there. We are going to have at least one slot open at the end of this game. So if you guys are interested in joining the Iron Fork Friday, it is a public event that Cake hosts every single Friday, starting either right after or just a little bit after the developers fireside chat that happens over on the main Guns of Icarus Twitch stream. As it stands, we do have 2 slots available. The password is PAX Prime, all one word, no capital letters. PAX Prime for today. You can join in. We are listed as the Iron Forker Friday number 441. Almost said 411. That's not right. What do you think? Did they change? What was the password originally?
I thought the password was Penny Arcade.
It is Penny Arcade. Thank you. The password is Penny Arcade.
Yeah, because PAX, man. I was so excited to see Binding of Isaac.
Did you see up Binding of Isaac?
Yeah, they played a little bit of it.
All right, Rob, Oracle, you two talk about Binding of Isaac.
No, that's okay. We're playing Guns of Icarus right now.
No, it's okay. It's okay. PAX is happening right now. You're allowed to be excited for it.
Oh my God, Binding of Isaac.
Did you see the footage, Rob?
I've seen footage they were posting up on bindingofisaac.com for Binding of Isaac Rebirth. It looks awesome.
I'm so pumped for it.
I am not.
No, really? You don't like it that much?
I have tried Binding of Isaac and I just don't like it.
I understand that. Rebirth is going to be a lot more refined though. Less flashy.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it looks I mean, Flash, like the animated program.
Flash is it's very processor intensive, and they also pretty much used up as much as they could with the Flash programming in order to make the original Binding of Isaac and the expansion or the DLC.
Didn't I
And
hear they couldn't actually finish the game
they could,
because they hit the limits on Flash?
yeah, they hit their limits on Flash, and there was just a lot of stuff they could not put into the game. Binding of Isaac Rebirth is rewritten from the ground up. It's going to have a slightly different art style, more of like a 16, slightly higher than 16-bit style to it.
Like Game Boy Color style, kind of.
I'd say it looks better than that. I want to say like probably right in between area of 16 and 32-bit appearance.
It looks interesting. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Once again, folks, we do have 2 slots available for this next game on Water Hazard. The password is Penny Arcade, all one word, no capital letters.
Initiating another chat or another vote.
We have another chat.
Yes, we have another chat.
Oh my!
What you talking about?
The vote is up! ! Team vote space red and ! Team vote space blue in the chat for which team you think is going to win.
Big shout out to Rob.
For the voting system?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go.
Nom nom nom. I'm eating food.
Rob, I don't know if you knew that or not, but you got a shout out just now.
I heard.
Sweet.
No, Rob has done so much awesome stuff. He's done awesome coding, awesome programming. He did the someone else designed the visuals for the guns that we do. Like we talk about a gun, it comes up on the bottom of the screen, and he programmed that. Someone else designed it, but he programmed it and made it so that we can bring it up and we can talk about it and then actually bring it up on his OBS on his programming. And he designed Radbot from the ground up.
Still designing Radbot.
Still designing Radbot. You're improving it. You're improving Radbot.
Unfortunately, his quote-unquote improvements have also given Radbot self-awareness.
He can now tweet.
Yay!
No, this isn't yay! How is this yay?
Well, just wait until he starts private messaging people.
Oh my god.
Most of all, Lucas.
Hey, baby, you want to see my transistor?
That could go so wrong so fast.
Why we've given self-awareness to our bot, I have no idea.
My bot is ready.
No!
No, well, it kind of is.
But tune in tomorrow for the Timmy B tournament, week number 2, to see some of the new flashy, non-flash animations that I've got for the stream.
I fear for my life. I'm so glad I'm not actually going to be on air for that.
Now, I would like to remind people that the Metamidian is happening today.
Tonight?
I didn't realize the Iron Fork. Yep. The Iron Fork is happening like an hour early, but the Metamidian is going to happen at the same time.
Same time.
It's going to be an hour and a half after the Iron Fork ends.
You know what would be really awesome afterwards? Well, first off, who do you have for the Metamidian tonight to talk about Guns of Icarus meta discussions?
I have Graphic Sturdy and Alistair McBain, the two big number crunchers for the Glowwater Thralls.
Okay. All righty. Alistair McBain, a new member of Glowwater Thralls, and Graphic Sturdy, an oldie of the Glowwater Thralls team.
Graphic Sturdy is one of the pilots. He's the person who pilots the Wizard.
It's the Wizard.
I knew that was coming.
I have to say it every single time.
No, you don't. You just do it anyway.
Rob, they're throwing up the Metamidian logo. God, I love that logo.
Yeah, I know, right? It was actually a piece of fan art.
Who did it?
That was, hold on, let me check my inbox real quick. It was a piece of fan art.
I know Balana did the little character things.
Yeah, she did. But it was Noxy TV.
Oh, okay.
Noxy TV did it for me. And I'm just like, dude, this is so awesome. And I'm like, I just love that people like the show that much. I'm very flattered.
It's a very good logo. It is a very good logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. No, yeah, you're not kidding. I'm just like, I'm so flattered that people liked it enough. And I like it. I like doing the Metamidian. It's
fun.
I'm a complete nerd.
So after the Metamidian, though, you know what would be really awesome? If you could continue the adventures
of Ivan Drago.
You
really enjoy that, don't you?
I love the hell out of it. Okay, so for those that don't know, I am a huge Fallout 3 and New Vegas fanboy. I love Fallout so much. I'm actually thinking about going back and playing the originals.
You too?
I'm thinking about it. What's that?
You too? I've been really tempted to go back.
1 and 2, not you two.
No.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
So actually, hold on. Zincognitus is asking, what is the Metamidian? The Metamidian is a talk show. It's a Guns of Icarus talk show where we talk about the meta game and about theory crafting. Right. I host it over on my channel. We
will go into Ivan Drago after this game. Water Hazard is the map. Oracle, tell us about it. Also, Rob, if you could end the vote.
Ending the vote here.
We will see what numbers we get.
5 for red, 3 for blue.
Boom! People think red team is going to squeak this one out. Oracle, tell us about the map.
Water Hazard, very, very wide open. You have some large pieces of cover. In that way, it's similar. And it has a very high flight ceiling. In that way, it's very similar to Northern Fjords. However, because like you don't quite have as many clouds, and you do have wider open spaces, you actually get more brawling. It's kind of funny how it works. The map design just sort of works for it. The clouds are in just the right places to allow for approaches. Not quite the same way as Fjords. They're just more piecemeal, but they're in the right places.
All right, fighting has already begun. The VSS Olympia, first ship on the red side of things, piloted by Halia Farron. We have a lumberfish. I love lumberfish on this map so much. This is going to be exciting to see. We also have Baby Don't Chase Me, piloted by Fred V. A Mobula, a Brawlbula, in fact. Bottom deck is Caro Flamer. Main deck is Artemis. Actually, that's not a Brawlbula. That's just a regular old Mobula with a Mercury on the top. And the HMS Shagget Sea, piloted by Jinx HQ. Oh my God!
Just watch out for that scurvy.
Caro Flamer Pirate with Flamer Caro on the side going Oracle.
For the blue team, we have once again, or well, not once again, we have the Great VGS Aspire being piloted by Dementio. It is a lumber spire with a Gatling on the forward, Banshee on the port side, and a flare on the starboard, just to make sure they have one. They have the Darwin's Eulogy, a goldfish being piloted by Q Fox P. It has a carronade on the front with a flare on the port side, flamer on the starboard. And we have the VSS Keiko, a galleon being piloted by Melima Crabernathy. Port side, Watcher Carronade with a flamethrower to support it. On the starboard side, double lumberjack. Wow. And a harpoon on the back.
There's a lot of lumberjacks in this fight. Lumberjacks are wonderful weapons, but there already is brawling something fierce. I'm not sure individuals and ships are going to be able to find effective ranges to make those lumberjacks happen. But Great VGS is getting hammered by the lumberjack on the Olympia right now. Olympia really pushing against VGS. Why so close? I ask you this.
I think they just want to close distance so they can have the advantage. I mean, the goldfish is significantly more mobile than Aspire.
Oh,
Aspire does not want someone close.
Keiko just harpooned the Olympia.
Ooh, that's gonna pull him in. It might actually throw them into the wall there. Not quite, but it is gonna throw them way off. That lumberjack is not gonna land how it needs to. That's what you use the harpoon for, guys. You use it to make it hard for an enemy to land their shots. You fling them aside. However, flamethrower's going out.
Especially as a galleon, lumberjack can be devastating because you're the heaviest ship there is. You aren't really gonna move because of that harpoon, but you can easily bet that the ship you hit, especially with something like a goldfish or a squid, it's gonna be moving towards you.
Armor break on the Great VGS. Don't Chase Me is doing quite a bit of work. I feel like the Mercury Double Artemis is a hard counter to the Spire. Now they are gonna hydrogen up and they are gonna bump the Great VGS, but the Baby Don't Chase Me is gonna lose its armor first. and they take a lot of hull damage.
That's shocking. I didn't think that would happen, but Don't Chase Me is really, they're having a tough time maneuvering against the great VGS right now. But Lumberjack shots coming in from the Olympia to assist the Mobula in this situation. Armor break on the Mobula. Hydro happens. Great timing on that Hydro. Who is that piloting? That is Jinx Hates You. That is that? No, that is not one of the gents. I thought that was a gent.
No, there is a gent named Jinx. But
oh, right.
Yeah.
Got my names mixed up. Whoopsie.
Great VGS right now, throwing out Gatling on the Shaggy. Shaggy is trying to close distance, but it can't even get close. Lumberjack going to do quite a bit. Wow, the Great VGS using that hydrogen to great effect. Dementio doing quite a good job. Banshee going to go out on the Olympia, trying to disable it.
Oh,
it's going
we
to
had
put
our
a
first
little bit
kill.
of fire on it.
Shaggy gets eaten alive by, who was that? That's a Darwin's Eulogy getting the kill on it. Heavy Carronade doing a good job tearing that ship apart.
Great VGS lost his balloon though. It's dropping down. Watch goes out on the Baby Don't Chase Me. This could be the second kill for the blue team. That flamer causing chaos on the Baby Don't Chase Me. The armor is burning. The balloon is not, but the engines are quite damaged. They're bringing them up right now. They're going to try to get back into the fight. But this whole time, the Great VGS has been focusing down the Olympia, putting out quite a bit of fire. Lumberjack going to drop the Spire down into the water though. The Olympia losing its armor. Keiko trying to get that goldfish off of the Great VGS. And the Olympia is going to bounce soon if it doesn't do something quick. Armor's down again.
They're done. They
Thumbs
are
up.
done.
Watch it comes out. Yep. Into that big, broad port side.
There was actually a really good harpoon on that ship by the Keiko to really slow down its forward progression. They were trying to hit the Great VGS and pressure them, but that harpoon took away all their momentum they had and slowed them down into the perfect firing arcs for both Keiko and VGS. Mobula goes down, and it is 3-0 in favor of the blue team. Now, Oracle, one thing I'm just not getting right now is, what does the blue team have between this odd corporation of ships that the red team can't match? What's going on here to give blue team these kills?
The blue team is doing a really good job of covering for their allies. If one ship has someone on them, you know, that you have a Lumberjack on both the Spire and the Darwin's Eulogy. Or no, the Darwin's Eulogy is a Carronade. Okay, so they just have balloon popping potential. One of the big advantages of having a balloon popping is that you can very quickly get a ship out of a fight. And that's what blue team's doing over and over again. One of their ships is in danger, and the other one comes in, pops the aggressor's balloon, saves its ally, and then as soon as they have the upper hand, they can turn the fight around and pull victory out of it. And it's gotten them to 3 points.
Darwin's Eulogy moving in on the Shaggy Sea, getting really close with that heavy Caro. Shaggy Sea has lost their balloon. Balloon just starts to come back up, goes down again. They're going to tap water just a few times. Great VGS is trying to find range with that Lumberjack. They get it. Forward progression, or rather reverse progression, should stop for the Shaggy Sea at this point. Balloon just comes back up, but I don't think it's going to do a lot of good.
No, I don't think so. Darwin's Eulogy. Ooh, Lumberjack comes out. Lands.
Good Lumberjack shots coming in from the Olympia. That's not always easy to match, especially on cloudy maps like this, but they're making it look pretty easy.
Yeah, they're hitting the Keiko. Ooh, going a little bit wide. They're not quite getting the pop that they want to. It's not popped. Oh, there we go. Flamer going to finish it off. Now, the Baby Don't Chase Me is lighting up the Keiko really badly. They did not have the chem spray that they needed, I don't think. They have it now. So they're able to get things back under control. The Shaggy Sea is trying to light more fires, not being met with a whole lot of success.
I feel like engineers on the Galleon have really gotten things under control, but armor is becoming an issue.
It's tough when you got two ships on you.
Yep.
Oh, Shaggy Sea gets the bump. They're trying to follow down. Their balloon's down. They bump. They get it back up.
We lost the Baby Don't Chase Me. Fred the Fifth not able to maintain things. Blue team gets a 4th point, but Shaggy Sea killing off the Keiko, using that flamethrower to keep them controlled and finish them off. Caro Flamer, I'm sorry, the Carronade Flamer.
Darwin's Eulogy, closing distance on the Olympia. This is what I was talking about. They're able to get ships off of their allies. Now, the Great VGS landing Lumberjack shots, going to try to put the Shag at Sea into the sea. Lumberjack doing a fair bit of hull damage, too.
Oh, yeah. Shag at Sea is definitely taking some fire. Olympia also losing it pretty seriously. Darwin's Eulogy using that heavy carronade to keep the goldfish grounded in the water and pressured, where their hull just chipped itself away in the span of about a minute or so.
Yeah, no kidding. Shag at Sea getting dropped. And I think that the Great VGS is just going to be able to stay on them. Gatling going down. Balloon's back up, though. Ooh,
Whoa,
Keiko
what
going
is
to ram its
Keiko
ally.
doing?
I have no idea, but the Great VGS still does have arcs. Okay, they go by him. The Great VGS is going to be okay, but the Shag at Sea is able to get back up. Nope, Lumberjack going to go out, pop the balloon. It's going to drop again. I think the Keiko is actually going to help get the kill this time.
Keiko is happily steaming off, actually, towards where the Darwin's Eulogy and Baby Don't Chase Me are duking it out. BGS Keiko, they want to ram on the Mobula. Are they going to get it? They do. Ooh, that was a nasty bounce. Ooh.
Don't Chase Me is in a lot of trouble. There we go. Watch gets the kill. That was quick.
Great watch a burst there.
No, I feel like the Baby Don't Chase Me was that it didn't use the vertical mobility.
No.
It needed to.
No, it did not. It could have easily dodged that ram if they had just hydroed up. I know they have hydrogen. I saw them use hydrogen earlier. There's a good reason you take it in this situation, because your up and down as a Mobula is already really good. You can just go anywhere you please vertically with hydrogen, or let's say with shoot fed. It makes maneuverability 5 times as effective when you simply cannot be rammed.
Well, that's the advantage that the Mobula has, is vertical mobility. It would be an awful ship if it did not have that vertical mobility.
Yes, yes. We're getting set up for game number 3 here. Current time is the top of the hour, 5 p.m. Eastern. Currently, want to thank you for joining us here on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show. To clarify and complete a point that Oracle was talking about earlier, the MetaMinion will not be on this channel. Oracle, you have your own channel that you stream on very often. Go ahead and toss that out for the folks we have.
Yeah, sure. It's at twitch.tv/4oracle. Now it is the MetaMinion is going to be taking place in 2.5 hours. It's going to be an hour and a half after the Iron Fork ends. Someone asked, Incognitus asked, what is the MetaMinion? The MetaMinion is, to reiterate, it's a talk show about Guns of Icarus where we just talk about the competitive scene, what we're seeing become popular, what we expect to see. Sometimes number crunching. We're going to have some number crunching going just fine. We're going to have some number crunching with, of course, it's going to go fine because we have Kravik Sturdy and Alistair McBain. Those guys are the real, they're the brainiacs behind the new stuff that Glowwater Thralls are using. They're the ones doing the math and figuring out what's most effective and efficient.
There we go. In addition, for about 8 hours after the MetaMinion is finished, you're going to be streaming Fallout New Vegas.
Actually, I've got something to do this evening.
I hate you.
I hate me too.
I'm going to say I have to play Fallout myself, aren't I?
Yeah, I guess so. I was going to stream tonight, but something came up. But the event, I am looking forward to continuing the adventures of Ivan Drago tomorrow, hopefully.
Where are you at now, by the way? Did you finally get into New Vegas?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still working on it. I'm playing the game kind of weird. I figured it'd be better to not use fast traveling because it would help people coming in to know more where I am. Because if you just have people going in, let's say someone comes in and joins, like, okay, what's he doing? Well, suddenly I'm in a menu and suddenly I'm going to the map and suddenly I'm charging off to some other place, and it's just very confusing. But if I'm wandering across the wasteland, well, it's easier to join in. Plus, that's just kind of how I want to play. It's fun.
There you go. And you're playing hardcore, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm playing hardcore, so I gotta have food.
You have to have food, you have to have water, you have to sleep, you have to actually take care of yourself. You can't just go around killing stuff.
Or I can just drink a bunch of Nuka-Cola instead of sleeping.
How does that work? That doesn't sound like it works.
It reduces your sleep. It reduces like your sleep gauge, but it increases your thirst.
Okay, then. I got nothing. I've never played hardcore mode on New Vegas, so I don't know.
Incognitus is asking who is Oracle? I'm fourth Oracle. That's me.
I'm Dan. I'm a local around here. Everything's fine. Oracle has his own stream though at twitch.tv/4thOracle.
Yep.
Oddly enough.
I've been playing a ton of New Vegas. I've been really enjoying it.
This is your first playthrough. This is a blind playthrough.
I played a ton of Fallout 3, an unbelievable amount of Fallout 3. I have not even touched New Vegas before now.
I have been restraining myself from shouting spoilers and whatnot at you in the chat room.
People have been shouting spoilers at me in chat.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to preserve the newness and all the surprises and crazy shit that's going to happen to you.
Oh God!
And you have the DLCs too.
Yeah, I do. Right now, my goal is like I'm leveling up. I'm doing quests to level up so I can do the sci-fi quest.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it.
You're not going to get to it until the end of your game. I know we have a game starting here. You're not going to get to the end of your game, but when you can play Lonesome Roads, you're going to love the hell out of it.
Okay, I'm loving New Vegas so far.
Yeah, Lonesome Roads is just, it's been great. Canyon Ambush is the map. We are playing Guns of Icarus right now, folks. We're not just shooting the shit. Go ahead and tell us about Canyon Ambush, Oracle.
Canyon Ambush, it's a very interesting map. You have some very large, wide open areas to the north and to the south. In the center, though, you have a higher floor, and you have some very tight canyons to work with. So ramming happens a lot. Bottoming out happens a lot. It is just a very dangerous place to be.
There we go. Red team rather got 100% of the votes on this one. Going over the loadouts here, the VSS Olympia, a first ship in the red lineup. How they fare in the captain. It's Goldfish with a heavy carronade on front, flamer and gat on the side. We also have the Beep Beep Boop Bap, piloted by Melon McCrabernathy. Hades and Mortar on the front of that. He's been trying to make that a thing, and I still don't get it, but more power to him. Carronade and Flare on the side. And we have Clunkers the Pony, piloted by G-Pit. It's a lumber fish. Clunkers the Pony.
That name is more amusing than I'd like to admit.
Go ahead, not blue team. I'm not okay.
We have Triple Spire for the blue team. Oh God. Yeah, it's a Hwacha Spire for Dementia. So the Great VGS is a Hwacha Spire. The Gene Wilder is a Flax Spire. And the I Spy is a Carronade Spire.
What's wrong with these people?
I have no idea. I Spy
is... Pony is getting hit very hard from the flank. Not to put a pony term into it, or getting hit from the plot. Let's call it
getting clonked.
He's getting clopped on the plot.
Oh.
we just lost the Olympia. Palliaference Goldfish.
Oh no!
By Aspire.
When Spire crumbles, I Spy is moving in on Clunkers.
Got advantage of that Spire. Gene Wilder, though, moving into position.
Spire ramp. Spy is ramming, and he's gonna get the kill. No, he's not. He needs one more shot of anything. There we go. Beep Boop Bap eating some fire from the Banshee, literally, from the I Spy as it moves in. Ooh, Gene Wilder goes down, though.
Those were some really good mortar hits from the Beep Beep Boop Bap. Like, they were not short-range mortar hits.
Beep boop bap. Eating fire from the I Spy. That Banshee is doing work. Oof.
3-2 in favor of the Spires.
To Friar Axis, I wasn't planning on making any brony references.
I did. I already did.
Did you?
Getting clopped on the plot.
That make
That's a My Little Pony series of jokes.
I really? I didn't get it. Like those, I don't know, made sense to me just in non-brony speak.
No,
I Spy eating ram though. It's all alone. That's what happens when a Spire is all alone. A lonely Spire is a sad Spire.
great shots from the great VGS on the Olympia. Those are really impressive shots.
Ooh, armor down. On the what? Great VGS lost its balloon, clonkers the pony, going to ram without any armor, or without any armor, and they eat
That's
hull
a
damage.
brave soul that charged in, but he was a little too brave for his own good.
Things just got wilder. Gene Wilder lost its armor.
I'm done. All yours, Oracle. I quit. I'm done.
All right. Finally.
It's now the Robin Oracle show.
Rob, you're mine.
Frodrick.
God damn it. This is what Dan has to deal with, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I Spy and
Welcome to
Great
my special
VGS.
hell.
I Spy wants to move in. Great VGS says, no, don't go in, and bumps him off to the side. It says,
They
all right,
definitely
fine.
need to get the whole team grouped back up on both sides of things before they even think about any aggression.
Nuzzled himself back up. I'm surprised the blue team is doing as well as they are with Triple Spire.
Is it just me or does blue team look like a bunch of lollipops?
No, they're rooster lollipops. You look at them from the port or starboard, their balloon looks like a rooster. I love it.
Or a seahorse?
But the question is, have they come to snuff the rooster?
They're seahorses. That's what I'm naming my Spire. I'm naming mine the seahorse.
What's wrong with you?
I'm excited. I don't even fly the Spire.
Apparently, because of something you said, Oracle, Incognitus is now unfollowing us on the stream.
Excellent. What?
I know, right?
Right now, red team is backed up into their spawn. They're throwing out flares. They're afraid of the blue team. They want blue team to move into the canyon so they can move in. And it looks like blue team is willing to oblige. They're a point ahead. God, this is the goofiest thing in the world to watch. It's so silly to watch Spires just sort of, I don't know. I imagine them like chanting, oh,
I would point out that there is a definite experience gap between the Spire pilots and the red pilots. Except for Mela McCrabernathy, who is on the same level as these individuals. Gbit and Halifaron have not piloted nearly as much as the pilots that are on the Spires. So to a certain extent, experience level is coming into play here. And we see that with these Spires actually being able to be somewhat successful.
You think it's just the pilots are better?
Well,
Yeah.
I can't, I'm not going to say that, but I think it's a small contributing factor.
I agree with.
You've flown against people like Fred and Daniel.
Yep. Oh no, they're really good. On their own though, Spire is, I don't know. It's very difficult to get a Spire working now. The I Spy Aspire has been spotted. Alliteration.
The Gene Wilder actually lost their balloon. They're still descending. Impact bumpers are up to protect from the bounce. Beep beep boop bap losing just.
Oh, it's going in.
Guns.
It wants the Gene Wilder. He's just like, hey, I loved you in Blazing Saddles. Can I get your autograph? And Gene Wilder's backing up and saying, no, you can't have my autograph. He's like, Beep Boop is just like, no, please, I'm your biggest fan. Gene Wilder like just tries to back up, but its back is against a wall, and it doesn't know what to do right now. The Beep Boop Boop Bap, as unfortunately, it shoved Gene Wilder back against a wall trying to get that autograph. Gene Wilder is able to fly up and over it.
Look at what the Olympia is stuck in right now. I Spy Aspire is really doing a number on that goldfish right now. Great VGS also focusing it down 5-3 in favor of the blue team, but Clonkers the pony. Oh no, they have that
They're ramming
lumberjack.
that armor.
Conquers the Pony is not going to win this.
No, they're not. Flamer going out. Chem sprays are up. No, they're not. No, they're eating way too much. Armor down, hull down. They're gone. Biba Boop Bap, however, finally got Gene Wilder to sign her breasts.
Melon would try to do that.
I may or may not have stolen that one from chat. Olympia eating eating Hades fire. Oh, armor's down. I think this may be it, Dan.
This is probably going to be it. Olympia is hurting something fierce. Armor is gone. Hull is gone. The Spires win.
Apparently, there's nobody aboard the Gene Wilder.
What?
Did you see that?
What?
No, I only got one AI person on the Gene Wilder.
Oh, you're right. I just saw that on the replay screen. Yes. That's crazy.
Well, everyone else was out putting on the Ritz.
You're fired. Rob, you're fired. You're done.
Oh.
I don't know why I put up with the puns during Fridays. I don't know why I put up with it. I can't do it anymore. The puns are just, they're so painful. They hurt me in my insides.
I still can't believe that worked. We got time for one more game, probably.
Oh, yeah, easily. We have just about a half hour left.
Mm-hmm. It's probably at least one game, if not two.
Probably will just be one. Especially if it is a fight over Fernfell, which I'm hoping not. As it stands, though, coming up tomorrow, we have the Timmy B tournament, week 2, right here on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show. It will, however, not be myself and Oracle, because we are going to be switching out people all throughout Timmy B tournament to cast it. We're going to have the return of Brick Hardcastle and Papa Paradox as a cast team.
Oh man, they're coming back, huh?
They're reuniting for tomorrow. Papa has just been able to come back into the streaming scene, and yes, Princess Tutu Rob is fired pretty much every single Friday.
So I gotta say, it's kind of nice to have someone else to do Timmy B, because the Hephaestus, I not only was I doing the Hephaestus challenge, but I was also doing the Sunday community skirmish every Sunday.
Which you are doing this weekend?
Yes, yeah. I am doing this weekend. I am the regular caster for it, which is why I got so exhausted. It's like you have, the Hephaestus is going on, then you have like the Sunday community skirmish, which is best of threes, which so many in a row get exhausting.
Yeah,
and so it's kind of nice to have some other people doing the Timmy B every so often.
Yeah, and we're gonna cycle a ton of people out, all throughout the course of the tournament itself.
Giving people a chance to step up.
Initiating chat.
Thank you, Rob. Chat has been given the voting privileges. Depending upon which team you think is going to win this one, type in ! Team vote space red or team vote space blue, and your vote will pop up right there on the Steam gauge in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. As I was saying, though, next week, not this week, but next week, I'm hoping to have you, Oracle, and Imagine casting it.
I got to cast with Imagine once. That was, or maybe twice.
Here's the thing. Normally, when we need streamers, you guys are running your own streams, so we don't get to hear you two casting together.
I know you casted the final of the Hephaestus because Dan's internet went out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the only time, because streamers are in too much demand.
Or at least people who can host streams.
Yeah. That's yeah. When I say streamer, that's what I mean. Like someone who can actually do the streaming.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun though. I'd like to see you two streaming together. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. When I cast with him before, it was great. He's a lot of fun to cast with. He's a really chill guy. I really like him.
Yeah, Imagine is actually one of the longest standing streamers we have that's still active. At least when it comes to not only running his own stream, but running streams for competitive events as well. I believe he started last year.
Yeah, he's been around longer than
I'm wrong, but Yeah, he's been around just assisting people for a while, and now he's finally getting his chance to do his own thing and come to the forefront. He's actually been doing it longer than we've been in the community, or at least I have.
Yeah, no kidding. Didn't he only played competitively for a little while, right?
I don't know.
I'll have to ask him because I know he's part of the Merry Men.
Yes. Yes. He is not even available this week. He is one of the terrible people who actually got to go to PAX. And he was he was chilling with the Muse folks, at least for a little bit there. Which is just like, you lucky prick. Hopefully he's having fun. Hopefully he's having fun at PAX. I know I would be if I was there.
Yeah, PAX, like there's so much awesome stuff that's being unveiled at PAX, including the co-op mode for Guns of Icarus, which I am so pumped for. I'm going to stream the crap out of that when it comes out.
Lucky enough, when Rob or I do streaming, we automatically save local copies of the video. I'm hoping that Kevias lets us release that video.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That would be so amazing.
I mean, I imagine they'd want to show it off as much as possible. So,
and there was some great footage we got today of the Bonefish's armor just ripping apart as the teams were shooting it. There was some really great footage we got.
Yeah, I am. Oh, the fighters are so cool. The new ship, that Bonefish is so cool. Like everything about it is just super neat. And I'm like, I also am excited to like drag some of my friends in, because I know I have friends who are much more like co-op oriented. You know, people who just like co-op more.
Sure.
And so I'm excited. I want to show it to them, and I want to be like, hey, we should play.
I'm certainly looking forward to how co-op is going to expand the player base. And after co-op is finished and Muse gets a break, they are going to start work on adventure mode. Who knows what that is going to entail? Even they've said, we're simply not sure. They're not sure exactly which direction they're going to take with it, but I'm hoping they go more MMO-like direction.
They've put so much support into this game, and it's so great to have developers that are so like dedicated to the game.
Oh yeah.
Frankly, what this says to me more than anything is that they're getting revenue from the game, and I'm really happy about that. Like it means that it's selling well enough, which is good news.
We are getting set up here for probably what's going to be our last game of today's Iron Fork. It's going to be Fight Over Fernfeld. We do not have any space open for this, unfortunately. Teams are starting to ready up, so in just a few minutes, we should be able to get things underway.
It's going to be Fight Over Fernfeld, so we won't be here for like an hour over.
No, we're not. To reintroduce ourselves, hi folks, I'm Dan of Rob and Dan. This is our stream. Fourth Oracle casting with me here.
Yep. Hello.
He has his own stream over at twitch.tv/Fourth Oracle. Rob, do we have any other plans for this weekend beyond Timmy B?
I am going to attempt to get back to doing my Sunday grind.
Aha.
With all the work that I've been doing with Radbot and the Guns of Icarus stuff, I have been very non-stream worthy, let's say.
Meaning you'd rather code?
Yeah, I'm just so drained from getting all the coding done that I'm just like, I can't stream. I'm just going to relax and play a game instead of stream and play a game.
Rob really likes his coding.
As can be seen on stream.
No, I gotta say.
As can be seen by the sentience of Radbot.
Oh, just wait until I can figure out how to do audio recognition so he knows when you're talking about him.
Well, one thing, have we put the auto hosting in place now?
Kinda. I just have a couple lines of code that I forgot to throw in, but otherwise, it will auto host. It just does not know when we go online.
Gotcha.
Or
So
it does, but it doesn't trigger the unhost.
for you folks that are interested, you can just sit here on the Rob and Dan Twitch stream and watch as we host other streamers that are on air and playing games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
And
on
it
that
just-
list.
It just cycles through, folks. Like if we know something's going on, like if we know the Meta Midian's happening, I'm just going to go over to the Twitch feed and host Fourth Oracle's stream. It's really easy to do. It's a great feature Twitch has put in. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's really handy. And it's a great way for streamers to support other streamers. And I'm really pumped that they did that. I'm very flattered that you guys will host me. I'm very flattered.
Well, Rob, how high in the priorities is Oracle? Because I know you've set priorities up.
Number 2,
Boom.
Guns of Icarus is number 1.
For understandably.
Salty Bet is at the very bottom of the list, but that's basically if nobody else is streaming, I know Salty Bet is like a 24-hour stream.
Really, what do they do? Like, is that just their goal? They have a team of streamers?
Well, no, Salty Bet. They have you heard of Mugen? Mugen. It's a fighting game.
Fighting game. Yeah.
They run AI-driven 24/7 feed of that, and you can go to saltybet.com and bet on what character you think is going to win.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And it's fake money, but yeah, it's very entertaining. And they've got nice music playing in the background. All sorts of different characters showing up. I love it when like you've got Super Nintendo Mortal Kombat characters versus Game Boy Mortal Kombat characters.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. If you ever just want something that's mindless and silly and you just need something to watch, Salty Bet's not a bad idea.
And
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Yeah, and the chat room's got their own mannerisms and phrases. Like during the versus screen when people can bet on the match, because you can't bet during the match, you have to bet at like the 1 minute versus screen. If one of the characters bugs out and starts beating the crap out of the other character during the versus screen, which they're not supposed to be able to do, if they bug out, the entire chat would start screaming. What was it they said? Oh, damn it. I'm screwing up now on the air. Disrespect. They'd start screaming disrespect in chat.
Yeah. That's so great.
Comrade Barrick, you have to realize, though, Guns of Icarus streamers are towards our highest priorities we have set.
And ending vote, because we were getting ready to go into... we were. Well,
We were. In addition, if anyone listening is looking into streaming guns or does stream guns or YouTube's guns, get in contact with us. Shoot us an email, therobanddanshow@gmail.com. We have resources for you guys to take advantage of if you are a streamer or YouTuber of Guns of Icarus, including a Skype chat room that you can use to not only get in contact with other Guns of Icarus streamers and YouTubers, but collaborate and work with them.
Yep, it's a great place to go if you're trying to create Guns of Icarus content, and if you just need something casted, you're trying to organize an event. It's a good place to go.
Very good, very good. I'm starting to lose my voice here already. It's been a long day for me. Blech.
No, I gotta say, Rob, by the way, like streaming New Vegas has actually been the most relaxing stream I've ever done.
really?
Yeah,
Is it because of VATS?
So relaxing. It's not because of VATS. I actually only use VATS every so often.
Oh, okay.
Just because oftentimes it doesn't quite do what I want it to, or it just interacts weird, or one reason or another.
Oracle,
But-
have you encountered something called a death claw yet?
Oh my god! I tried to go through like Prim Pass, and there was a blind death claw in there, and it destroyed me.
Yep.
I
use
do,
VATS
like-
for death claws.
I actually have to quick save fairly often because sometimes the game crashes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does.
What about
It wasn't so bad last time. It wasn't so bad day after last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, day before yesterday. That
We
day after
are-
last would be today.
We are
Shut up.
finally getting into the game here. Fight over Fernfeld is going to be the map. Lobbies of Icarus is over. What was the vote there, Rob?
it was a tie.
Tied. Vote was tied. You guys don't know who's going to win. Neither do we. Oracle, tell us about the map.
You sounded so offended. Tied. Ugh.
With Bleach.
This is fight over Fernfeld. This is fight over Fernfeld. Very high flight ceiling, very open areas. Not a whole lot of hard cover. A lot of the areas are just very open, and it comes down to who can play the large pieces of hard cover better and who is going to actually move forward first, and can they do it correctly.
Alrighty. Red side of things. We have lightning here. What the heck was that?
They added lightning. I've heard it.
Jacob, stop it.
Look at that.
I think that's Jacob dinking around here. Oh my goodness.
That's so
Lutetia.
cool.
Yeah, the Lutetia is a Pyramidion flown by Haliaferin. Hades flak front. Jacob says it's not him doing it. Oh dear. Oh dear.
That was so cool. And and important to
Flamer-
note, it lit up the ships.
Flamer Carronade on the side. We also have Beep Beep Boop Bap, piloted by Melon McCrabenath, Pyramidion as well. Hades and Artemis on the front, with Artemis and Flare on the side. We also have the great VGS, piloted by Dimentio. It is a Spire with a heavy flak on the front. Hades, Carronade, and Carronade. For support, go ahead, Orc.
And for the blue team, we have the HMS Warhound, the galleon being piloted by Kelvin Matari. Oh, there we go. Port side, Harpoon and Double Hwacha. I love that build. On the back, we have a mine launcher. Starboard side, Double Hwacha. So it's a Quadja build. We have the Murray, a Pyramidion being piloted by Q Fox P. I'll do this quick. Artemis Merc on the front with a Carronade and Flamer on the port side. And we have the I Spy Aspire once more being piloted by Fred V. Lumberjack on the front, complemented by Hades, mine launcher on the starboard just in case, and an Echidna on the port.
The Warhound has charged forward right into red zone, and the red team is eating it alive. It has almost no hull left. It has no hull left. They are gone.
The dev said that lightning can actually set balloons on fire. Ooh.
Yes. Shut up, Rob.
I actually recently watched that movie, like a little while ago. I liked it.
It was a good movie.
Where are you getting hit?
We're gonna do this NPR style now.
According to UN city officials, the Murray took some fire from a Hades just recently.
Okay, we're gonna stop that. I already got bored of it.
I could assume a cowboy voice.
Engineer put dispenser here,
We just
or Doomlord Kazik. It's the same voice. Don't ask. Both teams have sat on their respective sides of the mountain range and aren't really doing anything.
Yep. Hades
I
coming out
quit.
on
You
the
know
Murray.
what, Rob? If you want to commentate. Go ahead.
I actually kind of wish that that it was possible for the Lumberjack to arc a little bit more. Like if the
That would be
projectile moves
fun
slower,
to
so
see
you could-
how, you could really use it like artillery and just put it at a massive arc over objects like the gun, like the massive gun and placement at the center of the map. The great VGS taking some pretty serious hits there. I Spy Aspire losing its armor, hull starting to take some
Look at
pretty heavy damage.
That was Lutetia, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
That's the Lesmog Echidna for you.
Ooh.
They actually do have. Let's see. That's a. So Jake Sparrow does just. Oh no, that's actually just regular rounds.
Really?
Forgetting. Yeah, I keep forgetting the Echidna has such a good range.
You don't really think about it too often, especially because usually it's paired with a Hades, and you have to arc that pretty seriously.
Yeah, the Hades usually isn't a lot closer, but it's 3v3. armor breaks are going to happen more often. And
armor break on the Lutetia, by the way. Flak shots were landing, but it wasn't quite enough to bring down the hull. Armor is back up. Balloon is back up. Lutetia helping with that Spire kill. Great VGS, though, gets credit for it. They're turning on the Warhound now.
Warhound's eating Hades fire from the Great VGS. Was that? Yeah, that's Flak. Flak just going to come in. Not going to do a whole lot. Warhound, though, coming in. Lutetia potentially eating some fire here. No, the Warhound. There we go. Watcher goes out on the Lutetia. Doesn't do a whole lot.
Murray is taking a lot of firepower and tanking rather well, all things considered. But I don't know how long they can keep this up. It feels like this attrition damage is just going to be too much for the Murray's engineers to maintain against.
Yeah, maybe. The Murray is trying to back up. Ooh, Flak shot comes out. Gonna land. Artemis doing quite a bit of hull damage. There we go.
Good Artemis kill. Really good Artemis kill.
Not too bad. Now the I Spy Aspire, it stayed back trying to keep itself safe, but now it's going to be the target of all three ships. Armor's down. Hull's taking hits. Hades is going to do quite a bit.
Look at how the red team is essentially ignoring the Warhound. It seems dangerous to me, but the I Spy Aspire is a very juicy target, a very easy target for this team in this situation. Great VGS, while risky, it seems like they feel comfortable tanking the Warhound at this range because it's all watches.
Yeah, that's the problem. The Warhound is too far away right now, and it's going to try to move in, but the I Spy Aspire is going to go down. The Murray's coming in from the side. Watcher goes out on the beep beep boop bap. And I think that's just going to buy time for the Warhound to get past. I don't think they want to try to stay here. Hades is going to rein in very shortly. Great VGS turning on the Murray. Lutetia and Beep are both firing out on the Warhound right now. And it looks like the Murray isn't going to go after either the Lutetia or the Beep. I'd say go after the Lutetia right now.
Great VGS is low on hull, but they don't.
Oh, God. Mind. Uppercuts do so much damage.
Especially against Spires.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's just... Oh, boy. It's so easy to catch a Spire.
In the words of Stamper, oh, my goodness gracious.
Lutetia and BB Boopap are together in this fight, but they are taking a lot of firepower. The I Spy Aspire really dropping the hammer on Lutetia. Armor evaporates. And as soon as the armor evaporated, those flaks finished off what little hull was left. BB Boopap, Bella McCrabernath piloting that, trying to get out of here as fast as possible. But they've exposed their engine column to a Hades, though it seems to be very inaccurate Hades at this point in time. Balloon
their main engine went down. They were able to coast off they're able to coast off the momentum. Ooh, armor goes down though. They bump. Tons of hull damage.
Wow.
Losing that was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. 4-3.
Alien chat asking how he can review previous broadcasts. I believe that feature of Twitch has actually been disabled.
Yeah, they used to say past broadcasts. They're not doing it anymore. Not really. Well, they're doing it, but they're only holding on to it for a couple days.
Yeah, they're the new system, they're going to be keeping, like, I want to say 30 to 60 days worth of broadcasts if you're for casters. But and if you're turbo, you get more of them. But all of our broadcasts we're putting up on YouTube.
Yeah, go over to the YouTube if you want to review stuff from the Rob and Dan show.
YouTube.com/the Rob and Dan show. Pretty much all of our previous matches from the summer, the spring, and the winter are up there. So just go over there. You'll be able to review them there. Rob has just thrown the link in chat for you as well. So just go over to the YouTube page. We post tons of videos over there. Wow, Murray.
Ooh.
Murray getting a good ram kill there. Who was that on? That was on the Lutetia.
Lutetia got a little bit too big for its britches, tried to go in too early. The Great VGS was not quite in arc, and there are clouds in the way, so it's really hard for them to really do anything. Now the Beep Boop Bat is coming in from the side, but it might end up being a 2v3. Lutetia spawns in decently close. Right now, the blue team is fighting in the... Oh, I saw that lightning.
Oh, my goodness.
I saw that.
This is starting to get a little freaky. Starting to get a little freaky here. Great VGS is taking a lot of firepower. Balloon is down on that Spire. Warhound getting Hwacha shots all over that Spire, but it just doesn't do much because of the ranges we're talking about right now. Meanwhile, Great VGS getting some pretty decent shots.
Oh, the harpoon went wide.
Darn.
Just a little bit. That always happens with the harpoon. Harpoon is hard to land. Armor down on the Warhound.
Warhound is not going to survive this. Flag shots are coming in. A lot of those flag shots from Lutetia missed, though. What happened?
They were turning. It's really hard to land shots when a ship is turning.
Yep.
That comes down to communication between the pilot and the gunners. And it wasn't quite there. In the meantime, the BB Boop Bat gonna get uppercut by the Murray. Murray gets the kill. The Warhound still eating fire, still surviving. Great VGS eats Hwacha, but they still get the kill. No
I'm
problem.
surprised that this has been so close. It felt very one-sided to start out, but this is evened up very quickly now. 5-5. We just lost. Who was that? We just lost the Murray. I'm sorry. We just lost, not the Murray, the Warhound. Oh, I'm losing my mind. We just lost the Warhound there again. 5-5. Next 2 kills wins. Great VGS's armor is down. I Spy Aspire doing its best against it. Armor is back up. No, not back up for the VGS. Hull is still exposed. Now finally gets protected once again.
I Spy Aspire taking quite a bit of damage, though. It's having to back up. And the clouds are right there for it. However, their armor goes down. Echidna. Holy cow, Echidna does a lot of damage. It always
Great
takes me
shooting
off
by
guard.
the Lutetia. Great shots there from the Lutetia.
Lightning. The lightning strike, please. I keep losing my train of thought. I want to see the lightning.
Because you want to see a lightning once again. I'd like to see a lightning kill here.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
As a reminder, folks, each individual streamer or stream group usually maintains their own.
Oh, there we go.
Down. That was fast. Blue
That was
team,
really fast.
Red team rather gets the win. Individual streamers and stream groups usually maintain their own YouTube pages. For example, Imagine has Imagine42 Gaming on YouTube, where he posts all of his replays and past broadcasts. Oracle, do you have a YouTube page at all that you use?
I do. I haven't been as active on it though. I need to edit some of the videos. I've been very slowly working on one on my FTL marathon. I had 6 hours of hard mode FTL. Just trying over and over again. My spirits were crushed. Ah! I heard that one.
Hey, yeah, I heard it too. Lightning confirmed.
We're getting teased. We're getting teased by Jacob.
I can only imagine. What is your YouTube page?
It's just Fourth Oracle. So YouTube/user/Fourth Oracle.
Oh, and
There you go.
And there's some funny videos on it,
and what
including a song made by my brother.
what they're saying in chat is that the tracking bar for being able to move forward and backward in the past broadcasts is not appearing, and I can confirm that. I just loaded up one of our past broadcasts, and I cannot go forward or back in the video.
That's
Thanks,
really
Amazon.
weird. That's really weird.
Amazon did buy Twitch.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what features we're gonna get access to because of it, to be honest.
My biggest hope is that Amazon Prime members automatically get turbo support.
And Turbo get Amazon Prime?
Maybe not, because Amazon Prime is the $80 a year thing. But if you already have Amazon Prime, you should automatically get Turbo for Twitch.
Fair enough. I could understand that. Anyway, you guys all should go over to Twitch, youtube.com/The Rob and Dan Show. Check out all of our old broadcasts. We have over 600 videos up there now.
There's a lot.
We have a lot. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and shut things down for today, folks. Thank you to those that joined us throughout the day. Thank you to Rob for having the camera work and all the tech available once again. And thank you to Oracle for coming in and co-casting as well. Oracle, once again, give out your Twitch channel for people who are interested in the meta meeting starting in just about an hour and a half.
Yep. Gonna get that going pretty darn soon. We're gonna have Alistair McBain and Kravik. It's gonna be
Twitch
fun.
Channel? Say your Twitch channel.
Twitch.tv/Fourth Oracle. Here, hold on.
There we go.
Caster. Oh, thank you.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
And it says you were playing New Vegas.
There we go.
All right, that's gonna be that.
Those
were some good games. Booster Spice is absolutely right. Those were actually some of the closest games we've had in the Iron Fork for a while.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, folks, for joining us here. We're going to close things down for the day. We will see you for the Timmy B tournament here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show. For everyone, thank you for joining us here. I have been Dan. That's the show. Good night now.